I need to add more music to this list of music that I listen to before these streams start. The music is one, it's because I like listening to stuff in the pre-stream. It gives me like time to be like, oh crap, I forgot to fill my water bottle, and then go fill it. Or if I have to use the restroom real quick. But oh man, I need more stuff because I replay like the same 30 songs over and over, and it's kind of getting boring, mostly for me. I don't think I stream enough for people to really notice it, but it is good stuff. Anyway, welcome back, peoples that are here, whether you are live with me or you are watching the VOD in post. I don't care. I'm just glad that you're here. Well, I don't care that if you're in the past or in the present. I am just glad that you're here. In the last Final Fantasy stream, which I believe was almost a week ago, we freed a dragon because we're badasses like that. And what else did we do? We got to the new dungeon. I think we started working on the astrologian class here. I'm gonna move my model here real quickly because I want my model to be over here. There we go. That looks a lot better, actually. Perfect. Yeah, I'd say that looks good. I have Streamlabs open. Sorry. It's weird. I've streamed a couple of times, but it's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm still getting used to the whole trying to talk coherently. But anyway, it's wow, it's raining. It was raining in the Shroud earlier too. Last time we did a lot of stuff. We have this dungeon that we got to go to, and I figured we'd do that. I'm not quite sure how much more of the patch will take place right after we do the dungeon. I'm not sure. I know that there is maintenance coming in 3 hours, so this stream is only going to be 2 hours long, period. I'm not making it any longer. Hello, lift attendant, take me to the airship landing, please. Yeah, it's only gonna be 2 hours because if it's any longer, I may chance getting booted, and that would just be embarrassing for everyone. So instead, we are going to do this instead. We are, let's see here. Let me talk. Form a party. Perfect. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done a dungeon, but ever since I started Shadowbringers, I actually haven't done dungeons multiplayer, and none of the new dungeons I've done multiplayer. In fact, one of the things I'd like to do in the future is just play with other people. But who do I like playing with? I actually like playing with Oriange and Y'shtola the most. They're like some of my favorite characters. No diss against the twins, but I do like them more. The cool thing about our buddy Gra here is that he can do whatever he wants, which is nice. But we are gonna play with all of our friends. The funny thing I kind of thought about is if I hit the wait or withdraw, there's no penalty for it. I actually tried this because I know what happened. Because there have been a few times when I've played, and I've had to quit for other reasons. And whenever you have to quit a dungeon, or just withdraw, you get a penalty point. And if you get too many in one day, you can't do dungeons for like the rest of the day. It's either the rest of the day or the rest of the week. I can't remember. But you don't want to try and do that, because if you do, it sucks. You can't progress the story. It's kind of like your penalty for all that stuff. And I know why they do it. It's kind of stupid, but I don't know. It's whatever. Also, oh, I forgot. We've got Miss Elder Dragon here that's helping us out. And she's gonna help us kick butt, hopefully. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because I can barely hear it. There we go. Okay, so I know very little to nothing about this dungeon. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I expect that I might die a few times here. Oh, let me get the right settings going. Let me actually remember the mechanics of my class. Sorry, I have played a few I did do a couple raids before this just to get used to actually playing as my class again. Problem was, they were all level 50 and 60 raids, so I didn't get to use more than half of the buttons you see here. I couldn't use. There are only like 6 of them that I got to use, so give me a moment to reorient myself, basically. But I don't see there. Let's see here. We've got 3 guys. Honestly, I should be doing this. Wait, do I have Blood of the Dragon? We do. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I have this weird button set up that I've had for the longest time. And when I remember it, typically it goes well for me. It's just how I like to do it. But it give me some patience. Or I ask for patience since I haven't really done real combat since for a couple of months, I feel like. Okay. Thankfully, these dungeons are relatively easy. All right. Oh, no. You guys don't want to go for me. You want to go for the tank. You want to go for Thancred because he is big tank man. He is Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker is actually a really cool class. That was the first tank class that I decided to take because I wanted to test out tank and not be level 1. And it's a cool class, 100%. It will definitely take a lot of work. One of my friends, his name is Dom. He's been on like once or twice. Definitely once. He was back when I first started playing D2. And he is the one that I go to with all of my Final Fantasy questions, because he has played this game so much. I would say that he probably knows every single class. I don't know that for sure, but Dom, if you're out there, you can tell me whether or not I'm right on that. And he, for the most part, should know every single class. Now, if I remember correctly, we need to do this and that in order to trigger a special move. We won't be able to get it here. My main goal will be to get that for the first boss, because you need to... The moveset I'm thinking of will allow me to... I guess I should preface, for those who don't actually play a whole lot of 14, the class that I play is probably one of the harder ones to master, because it deals with so many combos. so, I think it's funny because I've played pretty much one of the hardest classes. And it confuses me because I go from a very combo-oriented class like this down to something like, let's say, a Gunbreaker, where all... Oh, that's adorable. Where all you do as a Gunbreaker is just do main attack, main attack, main attack. Or sometimes guard. Or, you know, stuff like that. And so, I'm not used to doing just 2 or 3 button moves at the same time. I'm used to doing literally every button. every button here on the main palette has a purpose, and all of them. Oh, come on! There we go. All of them serve a very important purpose. Like the button combo I'm pulling off right now is meant to be debuffs, and then one of the main combos that I'm about to do, which starts with True Thrust, goes to Vorpal, goes to Full, and then goes to Fang and Claw. All of those are just normal attacks. And so, every single attack that you do as a Dragoon has a very specific purpose. It's a lot to take in. It definitely is. Again, I don't know why I went with one of the hardest classes. I think I have that tendency to go for the class that has really alright, am I going the right way? I am. Alright, cool. I tend to go for the class that goes with some of the hardest mechanics. I don't know. I think I remember it was like day 1, I was talking to Temp and I was like, which class do I take? He's like, that is up to you. I was like, okay, which one is the most fun? He's like, I think he was like, oh, he's like, do you like to be a tank or a healer? I was like, no, I don't like to do either of those. He's like, okay, then you want to be a DPS because DPS loves to attack things. And I was like, yeah, that does sound fun. And I was like, okay, what are the DPS classes? And I think Dragoon just sounded the funnest to me. I like to alternate between mid and close range DPS. One of my favorite things to do. It's like, I don't like being a tank because I don't like soaking in damage. It scares me. But I also don't like to be a healer because I don't like to worry. I don't want to have to worry about other people. Of course, I'll have to do that when I become an astrologian. It's gonna get me out of my comfort zone a whole lot. But I think it's gonna be exciting. Speaking of which, while my hands are pretty much just automatically doing all these button mashes, I could pretty much look away from the screen and talk to people while I'm doing this. But after I'm done with the dungeon, after I'm done with all the story content, which is all of 5.4, I will be working on the Astrologian quest again. My goal will be learning the Astrologian. I didn't actually get to talk to Dom about the class too much. I think we'll all kind of be learning together. One of the issues I kind of have with later classes, basically any class that starts after level 1, because you got your level 1 classes, which are from the base game, then you've got the ones that start off at 30, 50, and I believe 70. And it's just like, my issue with those... Oh, thank you, Mr. Goblin. My issue with those are... Okay, that is a cool backdrop right there. Oh, man. Is there a way... Flash, can I do a G pose in here? Oh my gosh, I can! Oh, it's awesome. Okay. Here, disable all motion. There we go. No? Is that how you do it? No, that's the light. Okay, sorry. I want to get a good picture of this, because that looks really... That is a nice background right there. Here, let me just... There we go. I've taken a picture. Exit G pose. Perfect. Alright. Sorry, guys. I know we have to save the world and all, but I want to take a picture of that. Alright. Now, I need to get Thancred in this. And activate that. So now, when he starts attacking, he and I will share a 5% buff to our attacks. It sounds very minimal. It is, but it's whatever. Now, one of the reasons I really like playing with the AI is because the AI. Okay, AI. Oh shit! I'm the one that made. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay, it took me a moment to understand that. Like I was saying, the AI is really good at teaching me mechanics, especially when I'm alone and I don't have anyone here to talk to me about it. Okay, what are we doing here? Are we getting? It looks like we're just getting close to the screen. Okay, because the AI basically goes where we're supposed to, and if I follow it 90% of the time, I don't have to worry about the AI causing issues. Okay, they're all going to lampposts. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, that is stacking my vulnerability. I do kind of want to get rid of that. Yeah, because that is doing a lot of damage. Okay. Oh gosh, don't kill me, please. But yeah, I really enjoy playing with the AI because it helps me to learn when I have no one here to teach me. Because expecting that someone is going to just end up teaching me... With that? Shoot, I'm at vulnerability 5. That's not good. Vulnerability 5 is just like, he's probably gonna kill me. Oh my gosh, he didn't kill me. I am honestly very surprised. If I take any more stacks, though, he will probably kill me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, my Eye of the Dragon, I have not been keeping up on that. I need to keep up on that. I think I've been too worried about trying not to die. Okay. He's about halfway there. But yeah. Okay. Almost there. I get to finally use my thing. Do this, and then do that. Oh shoot. Get that off. Get it off of me. Oh, okay. And my vulnerability is gone. Oh, good. Now, as you might have seen, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but I activated a super special move that Dragoons get called Nastrand. Nastrand. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's basically an ability I get to cast every 10 seconds until my the red I don't even know what it's called. The Eye of the Dragon, the red Eye of the Dragon kind of expires. And there's a special other move called Star Diver that you get when you hit level 80 that I was using along with it. It's really nice. It does a lot of damage. I typically don't use it for regular ads because unless those ads are really beefy, I don't have enough time to get it off on regular ads. So I save it for mini bosses and bosses like this. Alright. Perfect. Oh, shoot. Oh, I already got it off. Perfect. Extend that. This, do that. This, and that. And that. Okay, he's got to be very close. There we go. Perfect. First try. Sweet. What is this called? Let me just... it's called Life of the Dragon. Alright, so what I was executing was called Life of the Dragon. And so the treasure coffer, since I'm the only one here, only player here, they don't really get a say in me getting it. If that makes sense, because they are...
What took you so long?
Oh, we are fighting...
Are in trouble. Let's split up.
Perfect. Hello there, big dragon friend. Alright, what was I saying? Anyway, Life of the Dragon gives me Star Diver and a really cool move that I get to do every 10 seconds until it dries up. You can't actually refill it because of how big it is. And we also did that boss first try. Again, I really do enjoy doing the doing it with AI, because AI, when I'm on my own, knows what they're doing. I mean, can you imagine trying to ask some poor soul who's played this game for many, many years and just be like, hey, I'm a new player, can you text me how I'm supposed to beat this boss? It's just like, it doesn't work. So, one, I'm thankful for Temp, who basically got me through most of the first and second expansion and all of the main campaign. Like, if Temp wasn't there, I probably would get frustrated with this game, because there are a lot of intense mechanics. I think Shadowbringers is when like, he kind of leaned back and was like, all right, let's see what you've learned, and then the AI kind of took over. And for that I am grateful, because the AI has been very useful. It's just like, as soon as I learned how the AI worked, all of these dungeons were not hard at all. I was having issues, like, when Shadowbringers started. Like, I got to the Fairy Realm, and I was having some trouble with a dungeon. And then Tim was like, well, are you paying attention to the AI? I was like, not as much as I should be. As soon as I did, I was able to, I was just able to conquer. So, if you learned anything from today, as soon as you get to Shadowbringers, play with AI, and pay attention to them, because they know, the computer knows what it's doing. Anyway, oh goodness, that yawn is not tired. I think that yawn is mostly just me tired of all that talking. Here we go. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, we've got all our buddies here. That's perfect. That's this, and this, and that. I mean, it's just like, normally I guess I wouldn't cast it at ads, but since it was filled up, look at that. His HP is halfway gone. It's perfect. I'm fine with that. Alright. Alright, wait, who are you guys fighting? Oh, let's get rid of this guy first. Alright. If you don't know very much about the FF14 story, there's not much I can really do in terms of explanation, because it is kind of all over the place. It's kind of like with most, really, I mean, the thing about 14 is, like every Final Fantasy game, it has a very deep and involved story. But because it's an MMO, the story continually evolves every year that it's expanded. And so, because of that, the base story well, actually, I guess I should say, the great thing about the base story is it gives a beginning and an end, but it's like the MCU, where you know there's more to the story, and the story is not going to be over for a long time. It's like an anime. The story just doesn't end. Okay, that was awesome. Go Estinian. He can one-hit stuff. I wish I could. Oh, and we've got Tiamat helping out. Oh my gosh, thank you. I should point out, we haven't even hit the mid-boss. Well, we have hit the first boss. We haven't hit the mid-boss yet, so we've got a long ways to go in terms of dungeon length. These dungeons typically very long. I mean, if you look up here, this shows kind of our progress. Every dungeon has, most of the time, 6 steps. Most of them do. And most of those steps include get to this boss, defeat him, get to this boss, defeat him, get to this boss, and defeat them. That's the most dungeons in 14 are going to follow that theme. So that in terms of how complicated dungeons are, they're not complicated. No, all of them are very linear and straightforward, which I love. It would kind of be scary if they had full-blown mazes on them. Okay, the game kind of froze there for a second. But yeah, yeah. I'm fangirling over this game a lot. But it's mostly just because it's one of my favorite MMOs of all time. MapleStory being another one, which I should play that someday. Maybe. Maybe I'll play MapleStory one day. Okay, this seems to be... Let's see. This seems to be the next boss. Oh, that big thing is the boss. Gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. Wow. My guess is that we have to defeat these guys first. Oh, okay. I get you. I understand the mechanics. Yeah. Okay. I get you. I 100% get it. Okay. So when that thing starts charging, we need to move. And if I... Yeah. See, the AI is going to start moving too. I don't think the AI is following me. I believe the AI moves as soon as it's convenient for it to. So that's good to know. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Okay, I getcha. I don't think that really mattered a whole lot because it was pushing me down. Yeah, it didn't matter that much at all. Okay. Excuse me, what? Oh. Confusing. Oh, okay. Interesting. See, this is one of the things about Shadowbringers that I've seen a lot is the game likes to throw a lot of these mechanics where you have to constantly keep moving. And if you're not moving, you will just immediately die. So I mean, I like that. It does kind of turn the game into a Dance Dance Revolution. Which is okay. This boss is very unique. I have not seen a boss like this yet, where you have waves of enemies and then you get to go after the main thing. I'm wondering if we have to do this twice. It would make... Yep, I told you. You have to fight the thing twice, and then the second time you have to fight more ads before you can go back to fight him again. I totally expected that because it makes sense. It makes sense. You fight ads, you get to the main thing, and then you hit him a little bit, then you fight him again after you kill more ads. Perfect. I actually really like this boss. It's a lot more different than what I'm kind of used to from this expansion, so it's pretty good. Just gonna admit, it's pretty good. I'll be honest though, a lot of me is okay, I'm gonna stand like right here. It's gonna launch me like that. Perfect. I think as long as you're standing in the middle kind of that, it doesn't matter. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this boss... I mean, like... When I was having issues with this... With bosses in general... I think I'm going back into a circle about talking about how hard the boss was for me. But yeah. It's easy. Relatively, in fact, I would say that this is comically easy. Unlike the actual trials, the trials for 14 are actually kind of difficult. Thankfully, I do actually have Temp to be there with me when I am doing it, because if one, you don't actually get to play with AI when you're doing the trials. You have to play with other players, which is all right. In fact, I prefer to play with other players with something like a trial. But it is fun to like learn the mechanics with other people like this. Anyway, I figured this would be a 2-phase boss right here. Perfect. It's actually really fun. Again, fun boss. Really fun boss. Finger wraps of healing. Can I equip any of that? No. Alright. I like how the scenery changes since I destroyed that thing. It's perfect. Alright. And I wonder if we're gonna be fighting... Are we gonna be fighting in the tower? Please tell me we get to fight in the tower. That would be so cool. I kind of figured that's what this first boss, or this first dungeon would be. Like, my speculation for the next expansion is our goal is going to be juggling through going to Garlemald and destroying these towers. Because it's just like, hey, we need you over here. Oh, but now we need you to go destroy this tower because this tower is going to totally kill everybody if you don't destroy it. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go. Okay, why am I not attacking everyone? It's going to be interesting to see how the story goes further on. I'm excited for it. I haven't pre-ordered just yet, mostly because I need to hold on to my pennies right now. No? Oh, I'm not even targeting something. Alright, serves me right, that. But I do plan to play the expansion when it comes out, in its entirety. And be one of those first few people that experiences it. Do I not get to do this? Oh, it's dead. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I have a feeling that the last area... Oh wow, look at that. The whole area is... That's either a really beautiful wheat field, or... And this is my... And I feel like this one is more accurate. That entire area is lava, or it's just on fire. Oh, it is a wheat field. Oh, she's gonna take us to... Oh my gosh, please tell me we get to fight in the air and shoot fire. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Or is it just like a Bayonetta thing? Do I get to drive at all? No, I'm not driving at all. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Dude, that would have been so cool if they had made this like a shooting area. I mean, I haven't seen any of that, but that would have been so cool. Do we get to fight him? No. Thank you, Tiamat. Really cool of you, Miss Dragon. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, there's the end of the... I'm guessing that's the end of the dungeon right there. And I was wrong. I thought the entire thing was on fire. No, that is just a very beautiful field. It is called the Boundless Plain, so... Makes sense. Oh, excuse me. I'm interested who the final boss is going to be. I guess they're kind of hyping up this final boss of this of the dungeon. I wonder if it is going to be the dragon. I can't remember. I mean, I watched the I watched the trailer a few times. I can't remember if I've seen the big dragon in the trailer. I mean, I've obviously seen dragons in the trailer, but I have not. I don't remember seeing the actual dragon, the big boy. Oh, hello. That might be him, actually. This is like, were you talking about me? Okay. These are some big boys. Is that a giant turtle? That's one cool giant turtle. Hey, can I actually attack something? Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I had a good sleep. I do think it is partially due to the talking. Hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. I'm going to say that it's not that much of an issue. I could try and mute myself, but actually no, I couldn't, because I would have to hold down the mute button every time I want to yawn. So I'll just deal with it. There goes one of the turtles. Just kneels over and dies. Kind of sad. Alright. We only got 2 dudes left. There we go. Alright. Oh, it just put us into a cutscene right now. Okay. Do we get to fight Bahamut? Yes, it looks like we will. Oh man, I can't wait. There's gonna be an epic fight between both okay, obviously we have to fight the dragon. Or are they just gonna do a fight right now? Oh, okay. This is cool. Okay, that's Nate. He did his own star diver. I mean, that's pretty common because he is the original Dragoon. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now we get to fight him. All right, cool. I am guessing that we are gonna have, like, once we finish up, like, we obviously have to weaken him. But once we finish weakening him, I am going to guess that Tiamat is going to slay this boy. And it's gonna be awesome. I'm also assuming that this is gonna be a very, very difficult fight. So, Thancred, you and I are going to be doing this. And then tether up. Alright, there we go. Oh, and it's over. Now, I don't really want to be close to Thancred. Oh, interesting. Is he just gonna be dropping shit randomly? Yes. Yes, he is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect. They're all kind of just sitting in one spot. That I don't... Oh, that's why. That is totally why. That was a lot of stack. Holy cow. Most of the time it's only one hit that does that. But I think that was like 4 or 5. Oh, get away, get away. Okay, they're all spreading out. That's why we spread out. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. One of the things that's really good is, the NPCs never really die. Like, they get close to it, but the NPCs never die. Ow. And I just gave myself vulnerability. Perfect. What is this? Oh, okay. But yeah, the NPCs almost always know exactly where to stand. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. That's just not fair that he gets to continue hitting us while we run out of the way. It doesn't matter though. This, that. Ow. Heal me, please. Yustola, please. Give me all the heals. Actually, no, it's not Yustola. I'm talking about Urianger. Give me all of the heals. Oof. He is a beefy hitter. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I don't think he doesn't really hit harder than any of the other bosses that I've ever seen. He just hits it in a different way, I think. Okay. Alright, I get you. Yeah. I'm basically playing follow the leader with the NPCs, if you think about it. Okay, there we go. That's where we stand. Perfect. Sometimes I have to guess where the NPCs will go, because they don't always go at the time, and... Oh, okay. Thancred, why are you standing right there? Why did you stand there, man? I mean, you don't... It really doesn't matter for you. Because you can't die. Literally, I have tested it. None of the NPCs can die. They only die when you do. Oh, ow. I think that's just unavoidable. So I question the NPC's motives, but by the same token, they can't die, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry. The game is like, ow. The game is like, Akka, why'd you run away? It's because I forgot. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, I'm pretty close to where I feel like I could use my limit break. And there's a vulnerability. That's okay. Typically, if I only get vulnerability 1, I feel like it's not the end of the world. It's really only when you get, like, a vulnerability stack of, like, 5. Like, well, a 3 or 4 is very deadly, but I think if you get, like, a 3 to 5, like, it's a miracle if you don't die. So, I would say that because I only have a vulnerability 1, I'm doing pretty good. I probably could proc my... Actually, I'm just gonna proc it right now. There we go. Perfect. Alright. I don't think he's dead. Honestly, I think we just hurt him. Maybe... Oh, never mind. Maybe he is dead. I was expecting more of a fight. Not gonna lie. But okay. Oh, and there's the rest of the party. That's right. The rest of the party has to be in there. Okay. Grab you. Can I wear something new? Nope. Alright. Leave duty. All right, now for big cutscene time. I'll turn this up a little bit. Oh, what was that? Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall forever be in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and the free we shall remain, as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mercadia hearken to the lies of the Ascian. This I vow. You're welcome. Although I'm pretty sure I will see you again very shortly because I saw you in the trailer.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
I was wondering who this was. I was thinking he's gonna be one of these guys. The Almirage, I believe.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
Would you make peace with Ul'dah then? Doesn't matter what I say because the answer's almost always the same. It's just a different context.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause.
Oops. I mean, we got the basic truth. We got the basicness of it. I have a feeling that this is a victory too early celebrated, though.
We make allies of the Amalja.
Like, I feel like Fandaniel's gonna come down and say, "Sup, bitches? You didn't really kill the dragon."
Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
I feel like we're forgetting about the gigantic tower in the background. But see, Alphino hasn't. He's like, yeah, I don't like that. I want to get rid of it. Sometime earlier inside the Pagathan Tower. Oh dear. That is kind of nasty. It even sounds nasty. Ew.
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
But that doesn't look like a good idea.
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving.
I am not entirely sure what I'm watching here. I'm pretty sure they died. Oh.
No! No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
What? Excuse me? You can't do that to me! You can't just... just be like, hey, watch this cutscene, and now you don't know what goes on. Okay, fine, whatever. I need to know now what the heck was going on. I mean, I have a faint idea of what might be going on. That looked like it was sucking out their life energy or something, but I don't know what for. I can only imagine. Anyway, while it would be too much to hope that we've seen the last of Fandaniel, we've dealt his schemes a telling blow to this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we've received word of Arnvald's safe return. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I really, when it comes to picking materia, I really don't care. Because I never slot them. I don't know how to slot them, honestly. And Tempa and I have really never talked about it. I feel like I probably should learn. But I've never really slotted materia. Now enter with a party of NPCs. Perfect. Alright. I wonder how much further of this patch is there. Is there? How much left of the patch there is? I don't know. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. We must discuss today's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions. Huh. She came down to greet us. Would that I greet you a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the Monastery. Monastery? Your grace, whatever is the matter. As our troops withdrew from Paglathan, they came upon 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. We had to hear the full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Oh my gosh, that face. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, your grace. She doesn't look too happy about that. Can you tell us aught of Arenvald's condition, your grace, the wounded scout? Not save that it is grave. The Churigrons. I can't speak this language. The nurses tend to him as we speak. I assume that's what she's talking about. The infirmary, excuse me, must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Akko Estinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need support for someone other than me. She is right. His sister may not be the best to give support. She may not give the right support. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Paglathan. Paglathan. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. If I can remember. My goodness, Estinian is so dang tall. Come on, then. He's like, come on, little cat. Come on, little cat with spear. That's how I feel. Because he's like I just like looking up like this, and he's looking down at me. He's just like, come, little cat, let us go. Yes, sir. Okay, where are we headed? To the Alchemists Guild. Okay. I don't think it really matters where I go as long as I can get to a crystal and get to the Alchemists Guild. Where am I? Right here? Okay, perfect. Honestly, I'm gonna walk all the way over there and then teleport to the Alchemist Guild because I'm lazy and Thonalon is very confusing to me. Let's see. Wait, have I not? Oh, wait, did I not even get the thing? Have I not even done the Alchemist's Guild? Oh my gosh, do I have to walk all the way over there? I'm sure. Oh my gosh, that is one that I haven't hit up yet. Oh, shoot. Hold on a moment. I can't go to the... I think I should have the Chamber of Rule. I think. I guess... I guess this is one spot I haven't been to yet. There we go. Oh dear. I hope you can't hear that outside my door. It sounds like there is some pet showers going on. Okay. Believe we go this. Yes, I think this is the right way. Wait. No, I think I went the wrong way. Never mind. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Poor Alphina's like, well, where's the Warrior of Light? We don't know. She probably got lost. I can tell you with 100% certainty that I did get lost. Alright, before I do anything, I'm gonna activate this, Aethernet, because I'm pretty sure this is the one I don't have. I've been playing this game for almost a year, and this is the one I don't have. Apparently there's more. I don't know which ones that would be, but I guess I'm missing one. Another one come to see the lad in the silver armor. Master Dame Elliot is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind to wait. What did Master Dame Elliot say? Tell me his exact words. Let the nurses do their work. You're right. Forgive me. When we set our farewells to Arnvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen, but now that it has, all we can do is wait. Sometimes you just give your life for your country. Okay? He'll make it through. I believe he will. Excuse me.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
I'd like to know what was going on inside that tower, honestly.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
A very fancy way of saying he's not gonna make it.
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
I'm sorry, Alphino.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
See, they're both DPSs, Alphino. You needed to be there because you're a healer.
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the Warrior of Bloody Light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
I don't blame her too much because, again, she did kind of grow up in a shitty time and place.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Just give her some time, she'll come around. I mean, Estinian did the entire the entire expansion of oh shoot, it's blanking my mind, but the entire first expansion was all about Estinian becoming a nicer person. So I bet you she'll come around. I mean, like, she's already come around a whole lot ever since the second expansion, so I think that she'll change up a little bit. There, Estinian. Or not Estinian. There, Alphino. You both have pointed ears, and you both have white hair. Although you're very small, so I shouldn't confuse you. I know there's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? Fragrant chamber actually sounds like a fun place. Let's go. Again, I feel like the relationship between me and Estinian is come little cat, and I'm like, yes. I kind of want a drawing of that. It's like Estinian having a little cat with a spear on its back. And everyone's like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's the Warrior of Light.
Pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold.
So I was right to pronounce his name like that.
It is at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Oh, he's just not gonna... Okay, that's fine.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
That's actually pretty ingenious of an idea. Terrifying, but...
Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital.
Terrifying, but, you know.
Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns.
Yes, we need to destroy the tower.
Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities. For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, they summoned the other primals. Okay. You only need to tell me where they are. That does sound pretty dangerous, because it did take a lot of power just for me to destroy the primals in the past.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause.
Oh, good. We're literally just getting all the beast tribes to be our
It is our
BFFs
hope
now.
that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Pagelthan.
Pagelthan. I knew I was saying it right.
We shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Okay. I'm gonna make a tiny guess and say this might be the end of the patch, maybe. I don't know. Part of me feels like there's gonna be another cutscene. No. All right. Make sure I turn this off. Right then, unless anyone has objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphino. Arnvald is in good hands here. He's probably gonna say no. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, and we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Krill know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond a raging with the time available. Nice. Be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. I'll try asking him, and thank you. I'll look forward to it. I bet he's gonna talk to Justinian. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Krill in particular has a few matters that she's keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Justinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Fine. He does not want to go. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessayan woman. I think he's talking about the Lalafell. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Oh, my man knows when to stand up and when to be like, I'm out. Let's get this over with, shall we? He is definitely a perfectly phlegmatic person. Oh man, I love it so much. He knows the comfort he wants. Alright, where are we headed to? Back to Mordona. Oh, excuse me. I honestly didn't expect it would last this long. It's perfectly fine with me, though. I do want to get all the good cutscene stuff out. Okay. Yes. Enter the Rising Stones, please. VOD gang? No. I mean, please tell me that it's still going. It should still be live, right? Let me see. Oops. I don't know if the music's gonna go down. Welcome back. I expect you all must be exhausted. Take your rest. However, I beg a moment of your time. Oh, and she would be speaking. Yeah, it does look like it's still live.
Our involved selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
It is possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
So that's why that trailer was that way.
Refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldesion will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
So anyway, we're gonna come back to this.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Ooh, see, now that I can't even remember actually, because I'm just gonna say ... because I can't even remember.
Is the question truly so vexing? Perhaps you fear I will chastise you for giving the wrong answer. Or was it so long ago that you simply can't remember?
Yeah, I just can't remember. That's one of those parts of the story I just can't remember.
Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
And hitting that Uncali Valley with this one? What do you mean? Also welcome, Toa.
Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhaps she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I'm able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
This is a very interesting revelation that I didn't even think
During my
about.
time in
It's
the
very
Fast,
true.
The Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether.
See, it could be that.
Then again, who am I to say?
Or she
The
no
fact
longer
is, we
trusts us.
simply
I don't
don't
know.
But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
Oh, poor Alphino.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
He's gonna say no.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault.
I see what you're talking about.
You would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo. You inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go.
I think we're finally cracking into the dragon's heart.
After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Although I don't think he's just gonna stick around. I think he's gonna be like, you call me when you need me.
Thank you, Estinian.
I don't see him sticking around. I see him be like, alright, give me one of those link pearls, stick it in my ear, and I'll be back. Oh, that smile though.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Goodbye, unnamed hero of light. Oh, she's not even gonna say goodbye. She's just gonna... Oh, is she gonna hug me? No, she's just gonna walk away. Okay. Lalafels has such an interesting way of walking. It's kind of cute. Yes, we finally get another cutscene at the Imperial Palace. I was waiting for this. Yay! Yay! I'm gonna turn it up again. Oh, my man is looking for another weapon to use. Some of those, though, I know are weapons from that I have used. Oh, man. He's looking for a new sword to play with.
Well... does this one meet with your approval? Apparently not. Or... could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure.
I mean, we did kill Bahamut
Plans, I trust.
pretty quickly. So.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
I don't see the weapon here that he's gonna choose. Maybe it's just not in view yet.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Oh, maybe they're gonna zero in on it now. Because I've already seen the trailer. I know what he's gonna carry.
Well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Are they even gonna show it? Yes, yes, show it. Oh, they're not even gonna show it. Oh man, they're not even gonna show it. Darn. Oh. Alright. Hello, Tataru. Oh man, that got me going. That was so good. It looks like I'm gonna have a busy few moons. Not that that ever seemed to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. When it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot. More accurately, you won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future. But for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Tara's the real hero because of all the stuff that she does behind the scenes. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you, it is the least I can do to support the science who risk life and limb, like poor Arnvald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying that the old player kept it, the old prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. Wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? That's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. And that is the end of the patch. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. And we've got 30 minutes to spare. Awesome. Can I put on a new title? Is there not a new title yet? Alright, I don't think there's a new title yet. Maybe. Sort by ID. Yeah, I think we are down at... We don't have any new ones yet. Okay, that's totally fine. That's fine. Let's see here. I did say that we would practice with the Astrologian. And since I don't know anything about it, We're gonna do some reading. Okay. I have never played as an astral. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Oh no. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I start off at level 30, which is honestly lower than I thought it would be. I have to go start killing some random enemies. Astrologians, if I remember correctly, are healers that do some form of damage. I just don't know what. Since I do have a job quest for my astrologian, I do believe it's going to just show us some of the job quests. Oh man, some of these look really confusing. But the job quest should help us out. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're done with the patch. The next patch is actually out tomorrow, so I will be playing next week. Excuse me. So that I can, oh. So that I will play it next week. The next patch comes out tomorrow, I will play it next week. Okay, now listen carefully if we haven't much time. The Star Globe which you hold is both your sword and shield. It will grant you strength as well as protection, but most important of all, it will grant you insight into the current location of the stars, enabling you to channel the heavens' aether into your body for use in all manner of magics. The better attuned you become with the heaven in their Malficent, I can't pronounce that, and the benefic bodies, the better the aether might be manipulated to bring succor or pain. But as you already know, the Star Globe is not the only tool an astromancer has at her disposal. Yes, the Arcana, or more specifically, the 6 major Arcana, play a defining role in what type of astrologian you will become. Any layman will tell you that the cards can predict a man's future. This is both true and untrue. It's not the future that the card predicts, but the card influencing the man so that a certain future becomes more attainable. That actually sounds a little bit more accurate. Seeking to tell a man's fortune, you draw a card from your deck. Upon reading the card, you scry that the man will be victorious in the coming battle. What is it that brings this man victory but aether tapped from one of the lower 6 heavens, granting the man strength, making it all that much easier for him to overcome his enemy? Again, that makes a little bit more sense. Of course, what card is drawn is linked directly to target destiny, as well as yours. Are you the one who will see this man's to fortune, or will you lead him to downfall? It all depends on your reading. Normally, I would not dare cover so much in the first lesson, but it is my grandfather who has placed his life in your hands, and I'm not about to watch him have his throat slit because you cannot tell the face of an Arcana from its back. We have 2 seemingly capable soldiers here to take the brunt of the bandits' blows. Allow them to carve a trail of carnage while you convince the stars to nudge the 2 in the direction favorable to my kin. I understand that this must be a lot to digest, but if you ever become a capable astrologian, you must believe in the path laid out before you, and in your power to read it, follow it, and ultimately control it. Take some time to acclimate yourself to new abilities, and let me know when you're ready to begin. You have learned all the astrologian actions and traits to level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in the actions and traits window. Okay. I believe that will take me to the job quest. Yeah, okay. Hopefully it kind of gives me some tutorials. I know that when I played the dancer class, it gave me some of that. Not let these bandits stand in the way of locating my grandfather. That is a heal. Okay. Okay, that is our basic heal. Okay. Okay, and... Okay, that's some damage. Okay, that's damage. I kind of should have looked at this before doing anything. But that's okay. I'm gonna turn this down because it's really loud now. There we go. From the looks of it, all healers can like center in on the person that they heal instead of centering in on enemies, which is good. Okay. Stars and dignity with the balance. I honestly should read some of these, honestly. Restores target HP. Okay. This also restores HP. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what. We're gonna replace that with that. Okay, that restores target HP. Okay. Gradually restores own MP. That is gonna be good. Next spell is cast immediately. What other spell? Because we only have a few. And draws a card from your deck. Only one Arcanum can be drawn at a time. What does that do, though? I don't know. Increases damage dealt by a party member or self for 6% if targeted DPS. Okay. I'm gonna have to fiddle around with these. I hope you guys are coming up because I can't fight. You guys can. Yeah, they're gonna attack me. Okay. You get healed. No, I want to target. Can I target you? Okay. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Because as you can see here, I'm not used to healing. See, what does doing a new card do? Okay. I'm gonna have to learn what each of these cards do, because I don't. Source 8% of maximum HP. Okay. I think we're going this way. What I think I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do this quest, and then I'm gonna train. Oh, new cards. The Bowl. What does this do? Okay, HP restored via healing magic is increased. Okay. I get you. Okay. Oh, okay. So that activates and increases damage dealt by party member. Ah, cool. Nice. Can you attack, please? Thank you. This is a pretty interesting class, I'm not gonna lie. I like have a choice between choosing to attack or heal. I'm going to assume that as I get further on, when I play in dungeons, I'm going strictly heal. But what I do think it's nice that they give you some cards that or give you abilities on your own. Okay, we have to fight the tree ant. Guys. Oh, I'm doing too much damage to him, apparently. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. Let me... Probably have to fight the bats here. Yeah, I honestly, what I will probably work on off camera is just getting knowledge about this class so that I can play it more later, because obviously next patch is coming out tomorrow, so we're gonna have that to look forward to next week. But after that, my goal is going to be raising this class all the way up to 80. Okay, which way are we going? We're going this way. Maybe. There's a lot of memorization. Heal faster, noob. I will heal as fast as I can, Phantom. I have never ever been the healer before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. Bandit leader. Ah, perfect. Oh, shoot. I need to target you. I may have to start playing at keyboard for healers. It just depends, because I'm not quite sure how the targeting works for this. I'm going... I mean, I'm gonna have to redo all of my, keys here when I'm done, because I'm not used to this many keys like this. A lot of them are wrong. Oh, this band is gonna summon some things. Okay. Okay, how are my two guys doing? You need heal. Oh, I'm gonna move out of that. Okay. You guys are good. I'm gonna work on the bandit, because the bandit needs to go down. When the game gets maintenance for the big... the game will go into maintenance in about an hour, actually. Which is why, when I'm done here, I will probably be done. There we go. We did it! Yay! I wasn't worried at all. Was not told there'd be 2 astrologians. Enough of this. I figured that the bandits were not a coincidence. I am Quimperian, an employee of Lord Jean Quinard. I am sent to escort you back to Ishgard. Are you unhurt? Let me turn this off. Jean Quinard, you say? And where's my former student? His consistent pestering is one of the reasons I agreed to make a long trip from the old world. I see none but Quimperian and this adventure. I, too, have seen no other. Just like you didn't see those bandits until their knives were up our arses. But that is no matter. It was all the stars as foretold. What up, boy? I saved your life. Yes, I saw this adventure long before even setting foot on this accursed continent, with the Arcana whispered and told me I would find a worthy successor for my soul crystal. And having witnessed how she eased into her new role, but mere moments after taking up the crystal globe and deck. Yes, I knew at once my reading was true, that this adventurer was the astrologian I had been seeking. But now let us see if she has the potential for greatness within her. I'm gonna sneeze here in just a moment. Excuse me. You didn't hear that, but excuse me. Ugh. Look to the sky, Zako, and there you'll see 6 stars aglow within pale yellow. This is Bowl. We always save life. We save the world more than twice, but 3/4 of the people are... Who are you? Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, please don't tell me I actually have to look for this. Actually, never mind. It's kind of easy to see. This constellation is thought to be the gate to the first heaven, the heaven which holds the world tree planted by the matron and nurtured by the keeper. The world tree is the source from which all life is said to have sprung. The trunk of the world tree or bowl grants strength to the weak, allowing them to stand firm in the face of adversity. Oh my gosh, there it is. You have now opened that gate and its power is yours to command. A solid bowl represents a solid foundation. It's not coincidence that this very constellation has risen to mid-heaven at this very moment, the moment of a new astrologian's birth. And to think I saw this a moon ago, it seems I am a better reader of fates than I thought. Haha. But I jest, it has been a long journey with more than its share of unexpected excitement. I'm an old man, and one does not need a deck of arcana to see that my weary legs will not carry me much further. Let us make haste to Ishgard so that I may give that ungrateful Jean Quinard a proper upbraiding. I feel bad for that guy. He just wanted to bring his religion to Ishgard. I don't think that should be disallowed. I think he should have every right. I didn't even read that. I said that I unlocked something. Alright, where am I going now? I am going back to Ishgard. Some people would walk there, but I just teleport. I have the money for it, so. Back to my favorite area in the entire game. I don't spend enough time here, though. Beautiful. Okay, where am I going? Going to... The music here is probably my favorite, too. We're gonna walk back into this guy, and he's gonna be like, wow, you're already an astrologian, and you're already better than me? Wow! What's up, dude? Jean Quinard, 15 summers passed, and still the flippant clod. I lost half of my hair tutoring. Sending an adventurer to find the man you summoned halfway across Heidelin. Always taking the easy route, and you wonder why you still haven't been able to open the second gate. Oh man, I would not expect this either, so I feel kind of bad. Allow me to explain, Professor. You see, I was waiting here in case you made it to Ishgard before my manservant and Akko could locate you. Think of the confusion had you arrived here only to find the atheum empty. Wait, how did you know I haven't opened all the gates? My grandfather is the great astrologian in all of Charlayan. There is not, he does not know unless he doesn't wish to know it. You of all people should know that. Perhaps I was hasty in my decision to remain here and see to your training. Train me? You? But what of Professor Mace? Isn't that why he made the journey? My grandfather has already completed his task. He simply came to Ishgard out of courtesy to an old pupil, one who appears he wasted years on. Wasted? What are you implying, my lady? My dear Levria, you still do not see it, do you? Without Jean Quinard stumbling into my tutelage nearly 2 decades past, he would never have taken this adventure under his wing and sent her to us in his stead. It was all as the stars had planned. He is probably going to be so jealous that I became the... See, I totally get it. I totally get it. Sometimes you aren't the person that you think you are. Like, you're just there to help someone else on their path. Sometimes I feel that, and it sucks. But, like, it happens for a reason. So I feel bad for good old Jen there, but... Oh, man. Your soul crystal, Professor. This adventure has stolen your soul of the astrologian. Oh, no. He gave it to me. Ever the unobservant John. If this adventure had stolen my crystal, Laveria would have read up some terrible fate for the last... No, Akko is my successor, something I mistakenly thought you might be, but even I cannot see every future, it seems. But do not despair, I have not given up on you completely. Despite your failings, you have tried your best to promote the Charlayan School of Astrology here, in the den of fools who fail to see aught and all... beyond the Dragon Star. I wish to see you continue that fight, and that is why I have bade Levia to remain here and further your and this adventurer's training. I see, this is all rather overwhelming. Might I have time to consider your words? He is not happy about it one bit. No, you either continue your training with me and your protege, or you crawl back to obscurity. They are not giving him a chance at all. Oh man, I feel so bad for him. It sounds like he tried really hard. I should give you both several turns of the sun to study the basics of Charlayan astrology. It should not be so hard for you, Jean Quinard, considering you've had substantial head start. Once you've committed the basics to memory, then return here. In the meantime, I will be traveling Eorzea, searching for locations where Akko and you will be unlocking the remaining heaven gates. But you were only recently set up upon by bandits. Perhaps traveling alone so soon is unwise. Don't you think I know that? That is why you will be lending me the services of your able manservant, Quimperane. Poor dude. I will. I mean, I will. Yes, Lady Liveria. Anything for the grand daughter of the Charlane's finest professor of astrology. Quimperane, you heard the lady. I feel bad for the knight now. I mean, he's getting paid to do this, quite literally. But I would just be like, oh, really? Okay. Very good. Now I shall see my grandfather to the airship landing. But before we depart, let me teach you of the Duranal sect so that you may learn to wield the power of those stars which are aligned to the sun.